Ever wondered if success is more about luck or hard work? In this video, we'll explore this intriguing question and uncover some surprising insights. Stay tuned to discover the role luck plays in success and how it can change your perspective. During the COVID lockdown, there was a headline that got really popular. It said, almost half of men claim they do most of the homeschooling, while only 3% of women agree. I'm mentioning this not to argue about who's right, but because it shows something interesting called egocentric bias. This bias means most people tend to think they do more work than others. For instance, when researchers ask authors of papers with multiple authors how much work they personally did, the total add up to an average of 140%. Similarly, when couples were asked how much housework they each do, the total was usually more than 100%. You might think this happens because people want to seem more helpful than they really are, but that's not the case. When couples were asked about how many fights they start or how much mess they make, the total was again more than 100%. People not only think they do more work, but also that they cause more problems. Why did this happen? I believe it's because you vividly remember everything you do, but not everything others do. So naturally, you overestimate your own contributions and underestimate others. This bias can lead us to underestimate how much luck influences our lives, like in the case of hockey players. If you ask a pro hockey player how they made it to the NHL, they might talk about their hard work, great coaches, and supportive parents, but they probably won't mention how lucky they were to be born in January. In many years, 40% of the top-tier hockey players are born in the first quarter of the year compared to just 10% in the last quarter. Being born earlier in the year can make you up to 4 times more likely to become a pro hockey player. This is because the cutoff date for kids' hockey leagues is January 1st, so those born earlier in the year are a bit older and on average bigger and faster than those born later in the year. As kids grow up, the gap between those who get more opportunities and those who don't tend to stay the same. This happens because the kids who show a lot of potential get extra time to practice and compete, which helps them improve faster. Over time, these advantages add up, so by the time they become pros, most of them are born earlier in the year. But do they think about this luck on their birthdays? Probably not. We're often unaware of the lucky that breaks that help us succeed. One big lucky break many of us have is being born in a wealthy country. Where you're born plays a big part in how much money you make in life. For instance, if you were born in a country like Burundi, people earn very little. It doesn't matter how smart or hardworking you are. Your chances of earning a lot are slim. Some people don't like hearing that luck plays a big role in their success, and that's understandable. If our success is just luck, then it might feel like our efforts don't matter. Some think success is all about skill or all about luck, but really it's a mix of both. Take, for example, 8 world records in track and field. All the athletes who set these records are top-notch, dedicated, and talented. Yet 7 out of 8 of them had favorable wind conditions when they set the records. Luck played a part in helping them achieve those records. Luck becomes even more crucial when there are lots of people competing for only a few spots. Let's look at the NASA astronaut selection. In 2017, over 18,000 people applied, but only 11 were chosen and became astronauts. If we imagine that most of this selection is based on skill and hard work, with a little bit of luck, we can see how still luck plays a big part. If we randomly pick candidates based on their skills and a bit of a luck, most of the selected astronauts would still have been lucky, even if only 5% of the selection depended on luck. This shows that luck can make a big difference, even in situations where we might think skill matters most. When the competition is tough, being talented and hardworking is crucial, but it's not always enough to succeed. You also need some luck on your side. We often don't realize how lucky we are because luck is something that happens by chance. Like when your partner does the housework without you asking, it goes unnoticed. And here's the interesting part. Believing that chance plays a small role in success might actually increase your chances of succeeding. When you think an outcome is uncertain, you might not put in as much effort, which can lower your chances of success. So it's okay to think you're completely in control of your future. In a study, people were put into groups of 3 and one person was randomly made the leader. Later, when cookies were given out, leaders got an extra one even though they hadn't done anything special to deserve it. Once you've achieved a certain status, you might feel like you deserve it and all the other good things that come your way. this is just something I've noticed, but whenever I've been upgraded to business class, I've seen some of the worst behavior from my fellow passengers. They act entitled and rudely. Research has shown this too. In another study, people were asked to think about something good that happened to them recently. Some were asked to list their own qualities that led to the good thing, while others were asked to list external factors beyond their control. Those who credited their success to external factors were more likely to donate money to charity, showing that acknowledging luck can lead to more generous behavior. Think about what all this means for folks in our society, especially those in power like business folks and politicians. Many of them are talented and work hard, but they've also been luckier than most. They might not realize just how lucky they are, which skews their view of reality. They think the world rewards hard work because they've succeeded, but they haven't experienced the struggles of those who tried hard and failed. So they might see less successful people as less skilled or lazy, which makes them less likely to help out. And these are the folks who make the rules for how society works. It's a shame because a big part of our luck comes from where we live and the things built by those who came before us, like roads, schools, and clean water. It's kind of strange that successful people often credit their success mainly to their own efforts, not realizing how luck played a role. But if we recognize our luck, it not only helps us see the world more clearly, but it also makes us more likable. In a study, people saw a biotech entrepreneur as kinder when he acknowledged luck as a factor in his success. Being aware of our luck can also make us happier because it lets us feel grateful. So as we wrap up, remember, while talent and hard work are crucial, luck also plays a significant role in success. Acknowledging this can make us more grateful and empathetic. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video!